farming some sap. But my brain, it's Thursday now. My brain is a lot better now on Thursday than it was on Monday when I had no idea what I was doing this weekly and had I just like I would just describe it as some insanely bad performances, quite frankly. I don't know anything about this weekly. I'll be a fatherly advisor. So I'm just getting comfortable here. Holy cow, an easy win. Finally, he plays a good game. Pardon me, tape to tape is a great game. We don't have to pit these games against one another. You know, that's what they want. That's what the film industry wants, is for people to spend all their time arguing whether a 7 out of 10 game is actually a 6 out of 10 game, and then they're too lazy to go see anything but the new Marvel movie at the Cineplex. Peacock, always good. He will not divide us! You go meat on a unit you're going to keep for a minute. You roll once, and you level up, and already I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty solid. I'm feeling pretty okay. I have heard that Big Lizard goes crazy this week. I'm going to assume that that is a lizard that is large. That's just my assumption. My boss messaged me the other day and said he wanted to talk along with "Don't worry, you're not in trouble." Do you think he watches your stream? No, honestly, he just sounds like a nice individual. We've talked about it before quite a lot, but worst thing is when you get a message that's like, "We need to talk." It comes in from my mom sometimes. "We need to talk." And then I send her like a gulp, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's about your dad's birthday present." It's always like, "We need to talk, ... Call me when you get a chance, ... Then I call, and it's like, "Where should we go for dinner when you come home?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I thought someone would died." Roll me? No. Roll me? No. You're insulting me with the options available here. Give me one of these. I know it seems a little crazy. I don't mind talking to my mom. In fact, quite the opposite. I enjoy talking to my mom. We had a nice, cozy little brunch when I was home. And had great conversations. But like in text, there's got to be some etiquette. There's got to be like... I mean, basically you have to do what your boss did. You have to say, "We need to talk, don't worry, you're not in trouble." You have to sign Sherry's birthday card. This team is gonna clear me easy. I think I was doing well, and then I lost it. They changed what it was, and now the new it is scary and unfamiliar. Okay, I've got an idea. Give me a cell and a cell, a macaque, a cell, and then I'm as crazy about this as anybody. I'm buying an apple for you. We're gonna try a macaque here. There's no Act 3. Chiblee doesn't show up anymore. I think Chiblee is realizing that the dad life... He's not a father, by the way, but the dad life is harder than people think it is. They think it's, "Oh, what big deal? I'll just start waking up at 6. I'll just do it every single day for the rest of my life." Okay, you did it for 2 weeks. You sleep in once. Now you got nothing tethering you to that 6 a.m. wake-up time. All of a sudden, you're waking up at 10 a.m. It's all ruined. Before you know it, you're doing poppers in Los Angeles, talking about grocery stores where a cantaloupe is $17. With 3 life left, I'm going to do a crazy pivot. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to bring a seal in here. Hello, Justin, by the way. Nice to see you. Hello. I'm bad at sap now, by the way. Please don't take any of what you're seeing here as, like, gameplay advice. Hello. I saw the photos. They're very cute. Hi, honey. She's got such a big smile on her face. Yeah.
Then the crosswalk was like a kilometer.
Oh, yeah.
to the cross to get cross, and then Michaela to walk back, and then on the way she's like, "Mommy, I'm hungry. I want to go home." I'm like, "Yeah, but let me get there. We can get food." And she's like, "No, I want to go home." So I'm like,
Oh,
I have
no.
to like bribe her, and then she was like all like not happy. So I got her like a cookie and the apple juice, and she was like,
Tim Hortons, baby.
and then
I never thought it would be my own flesh and blood betraying me by going to Tim Hortons.
and then she got like tickled a little bit, and then she got sour food, and then we had to walk all the way back to get cross, and then all the way back to the car. It was like a great adventure.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
We had a good time, and then because I couldn't jaywalk, you know, like the.
Well, I appreciate that. It's not good to jaywalk with your baby. Because they don't respect that you have to go fast. Sometimes you'll be crossing the street and they'll just like yank their hand out of your hand.
Yeah, and I was already carrying a truck. And then there was a dad at the playground, and then the kid was just playing with our truck without saying anything.
Well,
And then
well,
we just
well.
by, and I kind of gave him a little, you know, like, little gaze, and just like, you could like, I don't care, but you should ask. You know what I mean? It's
Of course,
my
yeah.
truck or not my dog's truck. Let them play. And then the dad was like answering the phone call, the kid was saying it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that truck and then put it somewhere else, because I don't want the kid to lose it. And then I put it somewhere else, and then literally 5 minutes later, the kid somehow found the truck, and then was playing with the truck again, and then like I gave him the dad another look, and then after 5 minutes, he then goes like, "Oh, is it okay if we play with your truck?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
You hate to see
But
it.
it's like, why wait 20 minutes to ask if it's okay to play with my truck?
Honestly, I'll be inclined to say that dad needs to get a job. I mean, it was what? It was like 11:30 a.m. on a Thursday?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Get-
sure he has a job, but
Get a life, bozo.
he should ask like from the get-go, you know, like the first minute when the kid plays, it's like, is it okay? What? Oh.
I gave him a look. You're not coming in here.
But did you see that I got your Pokeball too?
Yo, thank you.
Apparently the place is the best Poke in town.
I'm looking forward to it. No cats are allowed in my room anymore. She's right. I don't know how much of that you caught, but people do. They have lax playground etiquette. I don't think anybody at the playground really cares if other kids are playing with quote unquote their kid's toy, but it's a great learning lesson to have your child always ask for permission. It's an opportunity to teach a valuable lesson. You don't just grab things on the sandbox while your parent is like looking at their phone. You say, "Can I play with your truck?" And then if my kid says no, I mean, they should probably have the right to do that, but also I would probably be like, "Come on, honey, let him play with your truck. Listen, it's like $2.99. It's no big deal." It's just a good learning exercise. Never let a crisis go to waste, you know? You should take a lemon. It's Wednesday lemon. Level 3 toad could go crazy, you never know. And then just like good foods for you. Any good food for you. Oh, really? It's her truck? Her truck, her rules? Well, if it's her truck, then why am I still paying it off on Affirm? I've got 99 more payments of 17 cents monthly to go. We draw these. Why do you think kids like trucks? It is an interesting question. Kids love like construction equipment and seeing construction work being done. I think they just like, they're kids, maybe it's just as simple as what chat's saying, which is just that they're large. Like they enjoy big machinery. But I think there's also an element of like, kids' brains are like really designed to enjoy like order, disorder, and like patterns and stuff like that. So seeing like a jackhammer like destroy something taps into the childlike id. And then seeing like a crane pick up like a piece of cement and put it on top of another piece of cement is like the other, it's the yin to the jackhammer yang, which is like building a block tower and then kicking over someone else's block tower. Man, I can't believe we're on 7 wins. I can't believe I thought I wasn't goated. Now we could put a lemon on our other orangutan as well. Listen, it's a 3-3 buff, man. We got to take those. I mean, you can still be like that. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with you if you still enjoy trucks or whatever. I'm just saying kids really, like, they go crazy over trucks. We are not going to 10 this week. I can tell you that right now. Kids these days, am I right? So very correct. Why not? Give them a chance. I thought this was a pretty good run. This is better than any run we did on, like, Monday when we last played the game. Just so happens that it's a Thursday now, so everybody else probably got a lot better, too. It was a good try. He's 4-squatted? There is no he. It's me. Also, I'm not 4-squatted. The orangutan gets spat out by the macaque. Orangutan, am I a joke to you? That's a better way to respond to that. Thank you. Me is 4-squatted. You guys going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I got no problem with either Therapy or Karen Gillian. But I did think it was... maybe she asked before she posted it, but she said in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 being in theaters this Friday, here's a picture of the time I showed up for couples therapy, but I forgot that I had filming that day. And she was just in her Nebula makeup. And I was like, damn, shorty. Maybe, like, I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to insert myself into your relationship, but maybe your husband doesn't want everyone to know that he's in couples therapy with his celebrity wife. People might start taking shots. She might have asked. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be parasocial about it. I'm just... I'm just saying. Her husband's a sketch comedian. I know. He's like me. He's a nobody. She was in Jumanji. I don't know. He might be famous. I don't know anything about England, okay? So we're going big peacock here. Give me some meat on a fish. Call that surf and turf. I'll just run 3 birds, and it seems like the lizard is kind of important this week. In that case, no. This is good. Don't get too twisted up. You see today's Tradle? You know it. This is how we play to win the game, and this is how we play to win the game. We buff you. Probably meat would be better on you now that I think about it. That's fine. Yeah, what if he was like, you work too much? That would have been a great own. I don't know if that's what couples therapy is about, but I bet if he was like, I think my wife works too much, and she was like, that's not true. Look at my shooting schedule. He could be like, Karen, you're literally in Nebula makeup right now. It must be hard to be really funny and be in couples therapy. There must be so many opportunities where you're just biting your tongue like, I could absolutely eviscerate my partner right now. But instead, you gotta go, I understand. We don't need to go level higher on that. That's just not necessary. Give me one of those. Just stay on the power curve. You got to swallow the bits for like an hour. Yeah, exactly. Did you watch Baby J yet? No, I was going to watch it last night. I even went to Netflix while I was making thumbnails. But then I was logged into Netflix Kids because my daughter had watched Peppa Pig on my lap while I was sending some important emails once. And I said, here's where I'm at with Netflix. I said it's too much work to have to swap profiles, even though it's like 3 clicks. I'll save that for next time. So I don't even remember what I did. I think I watched Coney and Alpha Rad play Chicken Little for the Nintendo Wii instead. Maybe it was the GameCube, I don't know. I'm crazy as Super Auto Pets this week. I heard it was really good. I got nothing against John Mulaney. I'm not parasocial. I mean, brother, I'm just going to level with you. The lizard has served... No, the dolphin has served its purpose. The fish has served its purpose. We're going crazy mode. I thought you were going to say you just watched Peppa Pig. You should be married to Karen Gillian, because that was really funny. That would have been much funnier. You must be some kind of comedian. Well, this was a horrible start. Slug, poison dart frog. Feeling adventurous, are we? I prefer cocoa melon. Come on, Cobalt. Like, listen. I'll give you a +2 because I understand the joke, obviously. But nobody prefers cocoa melon to Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig, at least there's occasional humor. Fine. There's an occasional story. Cocoa melon, I mean, I'm not anti-cocoa melon necessarily, but, I mean, I give me pink fong over cocoa melon any day of the week as far as I'm concerned. Cocoa melon, I previously thought was, like, possibly a psyop to dumb down our nation's youth. But pink fong goes crazy. Like, there's all these pink fong videos about, like, don't throw plastic into the ocean. And then my wife got a plastic water bottle to, like, she bought it from the airport to take on the airplane. And my daughter was like, Mommy, no. That's, like, bad for the fish. I was like, she's learning something from these videos. I have to think. You should go lioness. We got 3 HP. We go lioness here. I agree, it is kind of based. It's also kind of, like, really annoying, because, like, sometimes, you know, in real life, you end up just receiving plastic, but it is... But it is kind of based as well, I suppose, in so many ways, such as... She do be saying she's gonna save the Earth. I mean, she's a little Lisa Simpson, a little bit, for sure. Like, definitely, Kate will +2 me on this one, or back me up. Sometimes when we go to the aquarium, I'll ask her, like, what was your favorite exhibit? And she's like, this will probably sell you to fit, yeah, so we can buy you. She'll say the plastic exhibit. Now, there is a plastic exhibit. It's always like, check out this plastic that washed up on the shores of British Columbia, like 5 years after the tsunami in Japan. But, like, there's also, like, penguins and sea lions and, you know, there's no cetaceans anymore, but there's, like, some serious animals. There's cute little otters and stuff. And she's like, nah, man, I'm not about all that. I love the plastic, I gotta think about this. Isn't this just, like, scientifically, verifiably our best opportunity here? Forget that. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta, maybe we're screwed. Where the sea lions kiss, so the story goes. Someone in here is Marineland pilled. Alright, time to start winning again. Yes, we are. We're getting rid of the penguins, which honestly I think is good, just because they don't do anything. I don't mean like I wish they would do something. I mean I wish they would like construct a habitat where they actually felt compelled to engage with their surroundings. But instead, I think they were supposed to be in. It was like a temporary exhibit for the penguins, so they just had like a pool and like a little cave with some rocks. But then COVID happened, so they got sheltered in place in the Vancouver Aquarium for like 3 years. Every time we went, it was just like the penguins, they don't swim or anything. They just stand there like huddled around each other, like looking at the people that are looking at them. Those penguins were clearly not happy. It's good that I think they're going to the Edmonton Zoo. I give them, you have my blessing. Let's put it that way. I think the toad is going to do more than the lizard. I'm just going to say it. I kind of want you on the squad. You know what? Am I really willing to go Jamie Lee Curtis mode on this? I think I am. Buy me? I know we only got one life left here. I mean, this is it's a little insane. Fantastic. I'm glad you got the buff. Just what I've always wanted. My strongest unit to be a level 1 cow. Temporarily, you guys go on top of one another. 2 rolls. We could run a Stegosaurus next time. I think we're probably dead, though. Oh, it's a decent squad for round 12. We just have, like, no equipment. Yeah, we're fucked. I mean, this is also just what SAP is like on a Thursday. Like, it's a tough world out there. The only people who still play this are, like, people who are pure ass and people that are, like, psychotically good. And then me. The only person in that happy medium. Let me get a shiny fork. How about that? By the way, as long as I'm making you hate me, I have to leave 10 minutes early today. I have to eat breakfast, and I have a very important appointment to go to. F you. You can't be mad. My tweet this morning was funnier than anything I would say in those 10 minutes on stream. Did I say breakfast? I meant to say lunch. Hey, listen, it's 4 hours and 30 minutes into the stream here. My brain's not working so well. Also, hey, check this out. This is my thumb, right? You remember it was like probably December 20th when it got destroyed, okay? It's looking pretty okay now. I mean, it's got that like little V in it. That's not great, but it's 10 times, it's actually like probably 5,000 times better than it used to be. It's just a little like abrasive. That's the only thing that's going on. You may remember in February, I went to a doctor who seemed to insinuate that I was trying to get Percocet by asking him what I could do about my thumbnail. He said, well, I can give you a referral to a dermatologist if you want. And I said, yeah, that would be nice. He said it could take up to 18 months for them to get back to you. I said, okay, well, like, I don't know. Do it. I'm sorry, I need medical attention, I think, so do it anyway. Let me get a sheep out here, please. Sell me, place me, roll me. Truly, madly, deeply do. So I didn't even know that this is a country in which I live. I didn't know that this is how the Canadian medical system works. He told me he got me a referral for a dermatologist that day. He said they'll contact you. You don't contact them. You're such a little ant in the world of medicine. Don't you dare try to contact a doctor. What, do you think a patient should be able to find a doctor? That's ridiculous. No. If you're lucky, they'll come talk to you. So we got a letter in the mail 3 months later from a doctor I've never heard of in my life that said, hey, just so you know, you have an appointment at the dermatologist Thursday, May the whatever, at 1:15 p.m. At no moment did I consult with them and say this would be a good time for me. Sorry, like most people, like I work in those hours, like that's tough for me. I get that the doctor also works in those hours. They sent a letter And then they said, I've never heard of them before in my life. They said, if you don't call us back ASAP to confirm this appointment, we'll consider it a cancellation and charge you $125. I don't, little bro, I don't know who you are. I've never talked to you in my entire life. And you had the audacity to basically send me a threat in the mail? So I'm probably won't have time to do it today, but tomorrow I'm calling them back and I'm saying, get bent. Mother Nature did your job for you. My thumbnail grew back just fine. And I'm sure they'll be like, oh, that's validating that it just fixed itself. So you didn't really need me at all. No, I needed your ass to cut my thumbnail off 3 months ago, but you were too busy, probably because 90% of the admin stuff is not even related to medicine. It's just getting to backlog dermatological appointments that are no longer necessary that were necessary 18 months ago. Anyway, I'm gonna put a jellyfish on this squad and I'm gonna level up. This is a decent time to have an okapi, I would say. And I mean, it's hard to argue with the lizard. You do see a lot of them. You're absolutely right. If I don't take the dermatologist appointment, the original doctor is probably going to be like, oh yeah, he did just want painkillers. See? You're right. Can't win, man. This is interesting. Joke's on you. I've got a second okapi, and I'm going full okapi build here. I'm concerned of nothing else. We believe in nothing, Lebowski. Take some of that. Wouldn't you have just taken the appointment if you wanted painkillers? No, because now my thumb looks good. Now I got to come up with another excuse. I got to do like a diener and drop a heavy metal pipe on my leg or something like that to get some OxyContin. I'm happy it's healed. I'm just annoyed at the glacial pace of our medical system. You know what? I think we could use a sniper on the squad. If we got to peak early, give me a sniper. That's true. There is a guy in Gastown now, and apparently he just sells laboratory-tested crack cocaine, like crack cocaine and cocaine itself, heroin, MDMA, and meth out of a bike trailer. What the hell am I? And he probably makes house calls, man. Why do I have to? I gotta wait 8 months for a dermatologist to look at my thumbnail and tell me to go fuck myself. I could just send that guy a message on WhatsApp. He could have some pure Colombian cocaine in my house within like 5 minutes. That's why we've got to deregulate medicine and let the free. I'm just joking. One day the police are gonna probably. Well, I don't want to say it. It won't be a great outcome for him, I'm sure. Anyway, we have a lot of fun here. I'll buy a second dolphin for now. I'm hoping to maybe get a second jellyfish at some point. Owned. No, I'm the one who's owned. Skylar. They have urgent care in Canada. They do, but listen, I haven't been to an urgent care in a year, I guess. We're coming up on the year of the Campylobacter. Typically, the way that it had been for a while was you basically, I know it's called urgent care, but you, instead of going to urgent care for something that came up urgently, you go to urgent care after you've had something that forced you to call your doctor, but your doctor said, like, sorry, I'm too busy to see you. So you basically had to clear your schedule and then show up at urgent care at like 9 a.m. Because if you showed up later than the doors actually opened, they would be at capacity and couldn't take any more appointments that day. including for people who had actual urgent stuff, like, you know, dropping a cinder block on their big toe or something like that. We're going down here, aren't we? I need some chocolate. I don't care for you, honestly. I think I've underrated the turtle this week. I'm rolling to benefit the okapi for no other reason than that. I hate it here. Not in Canada. I mostly like it here. Plus, I hear, you know, like my brother-in-law's a doctor. I tell him like these horror stories, and then he's like, yeah, it's pretty much the same in America. And I'm like, really? That just makes me madder, because I'm like, now I'm like, I don't have a leg to stand on. Because everyone's being treated unfairly, but at least mine is like heavily subsidized by the government. We're getting 4 wins here. By the way, hello, Chibli. Hello. Act 3 of what, Chib? I've broken my brain, because I can't think of that expression anymore without having, like, Act 3 of what, Chib? Aquaman? I subbed to this guy for 96 months and get nothing? You frickin' suck? Malf, what are you talking about? What happened? I said Ice Invicta. I didn't see Malf. That's just an oversight. Were you even talking? I didn't see. The soft package. I look at chat pretty regularly. I just, I must have missed you. You did not say hi, Sinvicta? I thought about it. I definitely saw Sinvicta say, I recall that he said, Jamie Lee Curtis mode, huh? I said, aren't you always in Gastown? And everybody laughed. Sure you did. Sure you did. Okay, apparently chat is saying you actually said, aren't you always in Gaston? Which is a different thing. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis mode is real. Chat's backing me up and I appreciate it. It's a real thing. And it's fabulous. Now this is a run. I'm gonna pop you up there. I don't know what to do, man. Put Flea on the team. I don't have a band, but I feel like if you put Flea on the team, you're chilling. Probably the most talented member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because I have no idea how to evaluate drummers. Flea's a bassist. I know Flea's a bassist. I'm saying I don't know how good Chad Smith is as a drummer. He's keeping the beat. He's going Frishikante? Frishikant. Ikant. I don't know. I think I'm more flea pilled than Frishikante pilled, because he was not in The Big Lebowski. John Frishikante was not in The Big Lebowski. Flea was. So I give him some credit for that. Yes, he was. Flea was. That's what I'm saying. He's not called that? I'm getting a lot of heat here. People are saying, why do you disrespect the Red Hot Chili Peppers so much? Because they're not very good. They have like 4 songs that are good and 1,000 songs that make me want to die. Okay, you leave. You go here. You poison frog. Get your poison frog out there. Get your frog on. Get your frog on. Dunk, you know what I'm talking about? Only 90s kids will know this one. Dunk, dunky, dunky, dunk. Dunk, dunky, dunky, dunk. What are the 4 songs? Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to think of which Red Hot Chili Pepper songs I actually enjoy. Under the Bridge, I feel like has to be in there. Even though I think I'm embarrassed to say it because I think Justin's here, and Under the Bridge is definitely like a little cheesy. Maybe. Zephyr song? Nah, like I'm not. If we're taking anything off, by the way, then I'm taking Can't Stop. Can't Stop is it's got a certain je ne sais quoi. What the French call a certain I don't know what. Danny, California? No, definitely not. That's no. Listen, sorry, it's a little rude. I'm not gonna deny that, but come on, Danny, California. Come on. In the words of Diedrich Bader from Office Space, I think in my line of work, someone would get their ass kicked if they said something like that. I mean, now, of course, in Office Space, he's saying someone's got a case of the Mondays. You may remember from that vaunted cinematic classic. I can't believe this is a draw, dude. I kind of like All Around the World, but I think it's just because it's like the most Red Hot Chili Peppers song that's ever been made. Like, all he does in that song is be, like, a little bit offensive, name cities around the world, and talk about doing people in them. That's, like, everything in all of the... That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers encapsulated into a single song. He's like, he basically says he would, like, eat a Martian out. And then, I don't know why he says the things that he says at the end of the song. I don't think they should have... I don't think they should have greenlit the part of the song where he just makes noises, but you know, if they put that on a Peloton ride, I would keep pedaling. I wouldn't stop pedaling. It was a different era back then. It was the 90s. People were less sensitive, probably. I don't know. I was more sensitive. I was probably like 10 when that came out, though. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I certainly can't imagine this doing much better than 5, but here we are. Who would you give more output to, the Red Hot Chili Peppers or the Foo Fighters? I hate to say it, because, like, I think that Dave Grohl is, like, he seems like a really good dude. And Anthony Kiedis doesn't seem like as good of a dude as Dave Grohl. But I think the Red Hot Chili Peppers discography is at least a little bit more interesting. I don't know, I just can't, like... I just can't get down with the Foo Fighters. It's like, I know we've been through this before, and I'm not... it brings me... There's some bands where I'm like, I love to hate them. Like, I kind of love to hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But then the Foo Fighters, it brings me no pleasure to say that I think that they suck. Because I think that they're like... They seem like nice dudes. But when I think of, like, generic radio rock, it's... The Foo Fighters are the first band that comes to mind every single time. Everlong's a good song. My Hero's a good song. Big Me. That's like... That's it for me. Maybe Learn to Fly. This is a human trafficker. Listen, I'm separating the art from the artist. I think they both suck. Kind of. Yeah, I don't know what I'm just riding this one out till the end, aren't I? That's Foo Fighters kind of, they just sound like rock music. At least the Red Hot Chili Peppers, when you hear a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you're like, oh, this is the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sounds like you only know the Foo Fighter songs that were on the radio? Yeah, because I didn't buy their albums because the songs on the radio were uninspiring. Look at this idiot. He didn't buy the albums to listen to the 7th best song on an album of a band he doesn't like. Then don't judge them. They put themselves out there to be judged. I don't know. I'm just looking for animals I already got. This is not smart. This is not how you win games. Please sell the giraffe. He's the heart and soul of the team. Oh, you don't like the Foo Fighters? Oh, you haven't heard the acoustic version of Everlong live in Rio de Janeiro that I downloaded off of Napster 17 years ago? Is recorded with someone's iRiver Talkboy MP3 player? Listen to yourself. It's so sad to me that this is like the best run I've had this week. How embarrassing. How droll, Niles. Level 3 frog, though. Okay, who can play that game? We have a chance. I can't believe... Dude, we're going to 8. Oh, baby. I don't believe it. You should take a steak, man. But again, I take a certain amount of pleasure in annoying Red Hot Chili Peppers fans. Maybe it's a bad habit, but it's the truth, okay? I take no pleasure in annoying the Foo Fighters fans because again, they seem like affable people. It's like I like Jack Black. If I didn't like Jack Black, I would be disappointed to tell people that I didn't like Jack Black. You know what I mean? Kind of. Because everybody likes Jack Black. He seems like a nice guy. You would, if someone's an asshole, you'll be like, hey, apropos of nothing at all, like frick Kevin Spacey, and everyone's like, frick Kevin Spacey, frick Kevin Spacey. But no, if you don't like, you know, Joe Manganiello, you don't just go. I'm literally in the process of doing it right now.
She's like, she's all done.
Okay.
So when you're done, just you can pick her up.
All right, no problem. Hey, thank Steponitis for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I'm just saying, you don't step out of line to insult someone likable. It's only when you're asked. Okay, slash marker.